morning, everyone, and happy Wednesday. Today is May 13th, 2020. Today is day 3 of Rainbow Week. I hope you have your green things on and you found all of the green things in your house and you have them near you. I have my gigantic plant who is actually named Salo. And I have my little plant who doesn't have a name. And I'm wearing my favorite green outfit, which is a velvet dress. It's nice and soft. It's nice forest green, which is my favorite. All right. If you don't have those things and you want to go grab them, you can pause the video. All right, you got all your things? You ready? All right, let's get started. We are doing poetry this week and we are moving into part 2 of acrostic poems. Now, before we move into anything else, you know what time it is. It's shout out time. I have shout outs for Joshua, Divine, Gia, Amelia, Jaylene, and Adrian. These friends followed a plan. They chose a topic, they used words and sentences, and they wrote everything down that came to their mind, okay? They did not write their poem, because that's not what you were supposed to do. If you did, this is a chance for you to learn moving forward. We're going to be learning different types of poems. Day 1 will be a planning day, and the second day will be the writing day. Okay? So we're going to check out those friends' examples of their plans now. All right. Great job to those friends. For today's lesson, you are going to need your poem writing paper. If you printed it, it was on the Google Drive. If not, it should look like this. You're going to take your pencil. In this case, I use my pen. And you're gonna bring your plan from yesterday to help you when you write today. If you were a friend that wrote your poem yesterday by accident because you were confused, that's okay. I would encourage you this time to write a new acrostic poem, okay? Now, it's really important that we're following the plan and then writing. Even though you may have already learned this in school before, it's important to refresh our brains and keep it active, keep it working. Okay? All right, let's get started. All right, what do we know an acrostic is? What did we learn yesterday and early on in the year? When you got it, you can call it on out. Yep, it goes in 2 different directions. That's true. What else? Yep, we know that poets, the people that are writing the poems, that's you, they use a certain word or idea to help them figure out what the rest of the poem is going to be about. So before we get to using our plan and writing, I'm going to read you a few more examples of acrostic poems. And then I'm going to put them on the screen so you can see them. All right, the first acrostic I'm going to read to you is with the letters that spell school. Super, cool, happy, on time, outdoor play, learning. Those are all things that describe school, and those words are with each letter that spell the word school. The next one we're going to read is called spring, right? Sprinkling rain, that's the first line. Pouring rain, raining all day long. I see a bit of blue, not a minute too soon. Gorgeous spring day. All of those lines describe spring. Now, some of you may be thinking, but there's more than one word in that line. You can use one word, a phrase, all right, to describe what your poem is about. All right, this next one is about a toaster. Yum. Might put bagels or toaster strudels or Pop-Tarts. Okay, here I go. Thunk goes the strudel as it drops. Out of sight while I anticipate, that means like eagerly waiting for something, strawberry cream cheese. Time passes slowly. Then it finally ejects. That means comes out. Ready for that first delicious bite. So it gives the reader a very clear picture of what their poem is about. And the last one I'm going to read to you today is based off of the letters that make up the word light. All right. Light is beautiful. It gives us hope, guiding us through darkness. How would we be without it? Time would stand still. All right, so I'm going to put all of them up on the screen now, and I want you to look at the structure of the poem as we write ours today. Notice that all of the poems I just read you are on one topic. They're about different things within that topic, but they all go back to the one topic. All right, I know you're just itching like, Miss Andrews, let me write. It is finally that time. So we are leaving our title for last. We are writing the actual poem first. Where it says a poem by, you're going to write your name. I'm going to go ahead and write mine. All right, should look like this. All right, and taking out your plan. Again, if you were someone that accidentally wrote a poem yesterday and did not do a plan, you are going to write a whole new acrostic poem with us today. The rest of you take out your plan, okay? And notice I circled day of the week. That was what I chose to write my poem about. And I chose Monday, and these were all the things that came to my mind about Monday. So, because my poem is acrostic, I'm gonna write Monday on I'm gonna write the letters that make up Monday on each of the lines so that it looks like this. I want you to start at the beginning and then move over. Especially if you're writing a phrase, you're not just going to the next line. Okay, so now I'm looking at my brainstorm. I said that Monday is my favorite day because it's a start to the week. It's a fresh start. I'm relaxed from the weekend. I'm ready to go. I'm motivated. I'm positive. It's a new beginning and the sun is usually out. Now, I know that a lot of people don't actually like Mondays, right? They're like, oh, for so many different reasons, and that's okay. But I'm going to keep it positive, and that is what all the things that came to my mind have in common, is they're all positive. Notice that I said start, fresh, relaxed, motivated. All right. Now, you can use some of these words or phrases in your actual poem. So maybe for M, I could write motivated. And for N, I could write new beginnings. Or if you're feeling inspired, I think I'm feeling inspired, you could write a phrase based off of your ideas. So like I said, mine was positive, so I'm thinking, maybe not everyone shares the feeling that they love Mondays like I do. So I'm going to write that. I'm building it on my fingers and stretching out those words or writing it from memory. So for my M, I'm going to do the first one and then maybe this day is not. Okay? You'll see where I'm going with this. Now that I have my words, I'm going to write that down word by word. When you're done, put your pencil down and reread that line and see if it flows, it makes sense, and it has to do with your topic. All right, so mine is maybe this day is not. All right, let's go to the next one. Mine is an O. What is yours? Okay. I said that Monday was my favorite day of the week. But because I wrote in the first line that not everyone might feel that way, I'm going to continue with that flow. So here I go. Once you have those words, you know what to do. Once you're done, put your pencil down, reread it, see if it flows with your first line, if both your lines have to do with your topic, and if it makes sense. Okay, I'm gonna read you mine. One of your favorites, but, so I'm leaving like a hook at the end of each one because it's going into the next line. So far I have, maybe this day is not one of your favorites, but now I'm going to the next letter, which is an N. Now, when I'm thinking what I want my reader to know when they read this poem of mine is that I want them to feel good, right? So in thinking about those fresh starts, I'm going to build my next line. Once you have it, again, once you're done, put that pencil down, reread, see if it makes sense, See if it's still on track with your topic. Okay. I'm going to read you mine. Never forget that every. So from the top I have, maybe this day is not one of your favorites, but never forget that every, go right to my next letter, D. Okay? Put out my fingers. Once you've got it, write that down word by word. Again, you guys have done such a great job stretching out those words or writing them by memory. Make sure our handwriting is nice and neat. Here we go. Once you're finished, put that pencil down. Again, reread it to yourself. With your acrostic poems, notice how mine is flowing all together as if it was one sentence. You can do that too. All right, I'm going to read you my line. Day that you wake up is N. So from the top, I have, maybe this day is not one of your favorites, but never forget that every day that you wake up is N. And I go to my next letter, A. Bring out those fingers. All right, once you built it, write that down word by word. My next line with the A has to do with thinking of my new beginnings. Remember, I'm keeping this positive. Once you've got it, put that pencil down, reread, see if it matches your topic, see if it flows. And moving to my last letter. But before that, I'm going to read you my line for A. Amazing gift, and it's up to. So from the top, I have, maybe this day is not one of your favorites, but never forget that every day that you wake up is an amazing gift, and it's up to. All right, last one. Okay, look back to my plan, and I already talked about it being my favorite, start to the week, being positive, motivated. Now I'm going to talk about ready to go. Right? When you know something's ready to go, you're making it count. So you're taking action. Take out those fingers and build it with me. All right, write that down word by word. Okay. So all right, you're rereading that last line to yourself, seeing if it makes sense, seeing if it flows, and seeing if it matches the topic of the poem. All right, I'm going to read you my last line, and then I'm going to read you my whole poem. You to make it count. So I go all the way back to the beginning, and here I go. Maybe this day is not one of your favorites, but never forget that every day that you wake up is an amazing gift, and it's up to you to make it count. That is my positive poem about Mondays. Does it match what I wrote in my plan? Is it positive? Is it fresh? Does it express new beginnings? I think so. All right. When you are done, you are going to write in your title whatever your poem is about. So you guessed it, mine is about Monday. You don't have to make this too complicated. You're just writing what it's about. So I'm just writing Monday. And this little space here, you can draw a picture that describes your Monday, right? I might draw some hearts for positivity, some sun, and I might draw a peace sign. Right? Peace, love, and happiness. That's what my poem is about. When you are done, you are going to take a picture of this poem and you're going to put it on your seesaw. Actually, it would be really cool if you put your picture, but also send a video recording. There's a way to do that on Seesaw of you reading the poem. And then we can put them in our videos so you can hear the rhythm. All right, that is all we are going to do for today, friends. Until tomorrow, have a wonderful day.